I am not getting any volume on my headphones. Hey, we are live, and I'm not getting any volume on my head. Boogie with the Bull, Tuesday night. And tonight, let's see, Jen Woodruff, the homeschooling mom, is with us. William Rayfield, the Patriots Lab Uncensored, is with us. Hopefully you're watching in the live chat. And you might see my headphones around my neck, but it looks like they finally shorted out and died. It's an open discussions broadcast. Whatever anybody in the live chat wants to discuss, whatever any of the three of us bring up. I usually kick off with something, and if we won't discuss it for very long because it's not really a long thing, but I have seen a lot of posts, a lot of memes that say that if Stormy Daniels did in fact receive a $130 hush money payment, should she have to pay it back to whoever paid it to her because she didn't keep quiet about it? So that's the thought of the day in the news that you might want to think about. And when you see that post in our groups, put your commentary on it however you wish. Jen, why don't you take an intro spin for you, and we'll pass it to Ray, and then we'll get into tonight's testimony. William Grant is watching in the Boogie with the Bull live chat on the Dave Golden profile. Jen, go ahead.
I was really excited to talk about those felonious forefathers of ours. They were all felons because they signed a paper that said they were leaving the King George, in England. So that was what all of my memes were about today. And I think everyone thinks I'm the most boring person in the world, but I thought they were a riot. It was the forefathers, and they're in Parliament, or not Parliament, they're in Congress, and they have these funny sayings on it, like to England, saying, enjoy your first day of work tomorrow, England, and things like that. I thought it was a riot. But anyways, once the broadcast starts, I have a really cool picture I wanted to show you guys about the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And that's all I want to say to open with. What do you have to say, Ray?
Good evening, Patriot Nation. It's good to be here on a Tuesday. Tyranny Tuesday is what we call it. And it's just good to be here with everybody. And I look forward to a great show tonight. We're winning. If that means anything to anybody.
That's awesome. I love that.
Oh, and yeah, that Hormy Davis, yeah, she got paid all that money back. She signed the NDA.
Oh, funny.
She broke the NDA agreement.
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome.
I do agree. All right, well, we all seem to be in agreement on that. We can move on to Ray. You always have your hand on the actual and factual of the day. Jen, you always have your hand on the actual and factual of the day. I had a rather intense physical therapy this morning, so I didn't have my hand on any of the actual and factual, other than my body didn't feel good until about 2 hours ago. So,
I got my notes.
You got your notes.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey, I even did double time. I even got for the night show, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all got bonus. I got 2 pages of notes tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
y'all tune in.
That's good.
So when Boogie with the Bull ends tonight at 8:30, you have time to run to the potty, get a drink,
get your head right,
fun, and then come back and sit down with William Rayfield.
Yeah, we taking the gloves off tonight. We taking the gloves off.
You taking the gloves off tonight?
Yeah. I'm tired of public. We fight too clean. We gotta start fighting dirty.
Yeah, we do fight. I do fight too clean. I mean, and the sad thing about it is because I'm always afraid that I'm going to say something that's going to upset somebody, and they either won't come on or
It's
they'll just,
okay.
I'm sorry about that. That's one of the things that I will start working on while I still remember how to do this thing called live streaming on the internet. We are live tonight on the Dave Wilson profile on Facebook. 1 million groups on Facebook, thanks to Brother Ray, wherever he has shared us. Anyone in the live chat, you're more than welcome to share us anywhere you want on Facebook. If you ever get told by an admin or a moderator of a group, please don't post it in their group. Honestly, please do me a favor and don't. Most admins of conservative patriot groups, MAGA groups that don't want the broadcast posted in their group because they don't post anybody's broadcast in the group, generally allow me to go through and post a promo, and we just don't want to bother our fellow admins. We want everybody to be happy and love everybody. So again, we're live on the Dave Wilson profile here on Facebook. We're live on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, and we did not. Well, let me start. For some reason, we didn't go live on the at Boogie WT Bull, my Twitter profile. Something may be wrong with the link there, but we'll get it posted on Twitter X at some point.
Dave,
so, anyway, let's just go back and have some fun. Go ahead, Ray.
You got 1,000 Facebook groups? Damn.
No. It started as a joke to try to make the show be much larger than it is. It was more fun to come on and go, we're live on my profile on Facebook and 1 million Facebook groups.
Okay. I get you. Huge. We like it huge. Now, you know what I was thinking though? And this has to make people think. And we'll talk about this. I got to plug it. Tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Tonight, 9 o'clock on the William Rayfield page. Make sure you are there. Like I said,
I'll just give you brief clips of what we'll be talking about. It's funny though.
Okay.
When have you ever heard of police departments, police unions, politicians, grandmothers, all loving a convict, all loving a convicted felon? You got police departments supporting a convicted felon. You got sheriffs leaving the department supporting convicted felons. We're going to be talking about California Sheriff Ted. Tune in tonight if you want to see the rest of it. But yeah, what does that say, America? We have law enforcement backing a convicted felon. We're not talking regular law enforcement. We're talking unions. Captains, lieutenants, and we talking brass.
Yep.
Supporting a convicted
I guess
felon.
If he goes to jail, if he serves any time in jail, I believe he will be the third presidential candidate who ran while he was in jail. I don't remember the first guy's name, Lyndon LaRouche, who had cancer, and eventually passed away. He was in prison. I think it was either 15 months or 15 years. I don't remember, but he was in prison when he ran, and I think he got 26% of the vote. And I think the other guy whose name I don't remember, and I'll go grab it from the post that I didn't know was floating around Facebook somewhere.
Yeah, because you got me all that stuff.
He got something like 260,000 votes. I'm just saying that
I never knew there was somebody who ran for president that was in jail.
Yeah,
Lyndon
LaRouche was in jail when he ran, but he ran so many times I don't know which election it was, but he was in jail when he ran. And the other guy was way back a long time ago that I didn't even know he ran for president. And I don't know which party. the two other guys were. But anyway,
I just
What's up, Judge?
wanted to say when Ray Ray said that we are winning, I wanted everyone to realize what we're winning. We're not winning Trump's way. We are winning our country back. This has
Right.
been ridiculous. What we have tolerated for the last 3 years have been the longest years in all of our lives. No one knows how to stop it, but everybody knows how it's supposed to be. It is so difficult to take a free people and make them slaves. It is, and that's what we're going through because we're not just free people, but we're law abiding citizens. So we're not going to go in, shoot everything up, and be mad and throw a fit. We'll talk, but we won't do anything because we're scared. We're still protecting our lives because we know how it's supposed to be. Well, what I love the most about what Trump is doing is his slogan, make America great again. It's so obvious, it's so beautiful, and we have to hold on to that. We remember where we came from, we know where we want to be, but it's so hard getting there. So when you say we're winning, it's not just that Trump is winning, but we're getting our life back. We're going to drill. When he gets back in office, which I guarantee he will, we're going to drill. We can't drill. We're like so tied back from everything. We cannot frack. We cannot drill. We cannot. He doesn't want us to drive our vehicles. He wants us to drive electric vehicles. We can't afford gas. And he's saying, well, if you can't afford gas, you should get an electric vehicle. Well, we can't afford that either. So either get real healthy and ride bicycles everywhere or get this guy out and get Trump in because he's all about energy. That was the first thing that really kneecapped the whole country. The very first order he signed, that executive order that there's no more fracking and we're not going to produce oil. That was ridiculous because that was our like big gross domestic product. Opening the border, those are just symptoms of bad leadership. Everything else is symptoms, but that number one thing, knocking out our energy and our GDP, that was bad. I'll stop talking because I'm getting really nasty. I can feel it. It makes me
No, go
mad.
ahead, girl.
Oh no, it's good. Please go on. Before I
I
embarrass
apologize if
myself.
it looked like I took. I apologize if it looked like I took my eyes off the screen. I was only trying to.
That's
I've only landed the broadcast in 950,000 of the 1 million Facebook groups that we're in.
That's great.
We have a whole lot of fun here on Boogie with the Bull.
Right.
During the live chat, please feel free to comment. Also, let me do this. There it is. If anybody wants to join the broadcast today, and I mean anybody, if you are someone who watches Boogie with the Bull, your first time watching Boogie with the Bull for the first time, and you want to come on to be a part of the broadcast, you are more than welcome to do so. The only thing I do is I just say, think about things that you say and how you say them. We try to be a little bit, adultish. We don't drop F-bombs every other word. It does happen every once in a while. Speak freely. Yeah, thank you, Daryl. Daryl Rector said speak freely. Daryl, if you're sitting around and you can take a link, I will be more than happy to send you a link, and you're more than welcome to join the broadcast. I say that every time I see you in the live chat.
Yeah, but
you're more than welcome to join us tonight if you have time and you want to join.
America really needs to understand what Donald Trump said. It really touches home. He's like he said, they're not after him. Well, they are after him, but he's just the intersector. He's standing in the gap between freedom and whatever you want to call it, slavery, tyranny, because people have to understand, if they can do this to a billionaire, if they can do this to a person that fortunately can can withstand it and fight the battle. They just imagine what they can do to the everyday, average, ordinary American, whether it be the IRS, whether it be the court system, whether it be small businesses are already thinking about it.
Right.
Big corporations are really starting to really think about it. Now it's time for the everyday, ordinary person to really understand, and they're starting to understand more and more. They're starting to see how their freedoms and their liberties and their opportunities are slowly slipping away from them. Um, a lot of them, I think now are starting to foresee instead of living in the moment. They realized where they were, and now they see where they're at. And now I think they're smart enough to let that foresight kick in, and they're like, "Yo, we can't go down this road for another 6 months, 7 months, another year, 4 years." They know that. Um, they can say whatever the hell they want to say. They when they go in there to pull that lever, America's going to be on one accord, man. Low gas prices, energy independence, no wars, you know, F the bull crap, because they understand what's happened. They understand and realize that they've been sold out.
Right. I'm waiting
Damn.
for the next shoe to fall, which is when the Supreme Court comes out and says that yes, presidents do have immunity because it's just another way to tie their arm behind their back, that they can be the president of the United States, the leader of the free world, but be careful what you say, because when you're done with your tenure here, we can sue you. So they have to say that they have presidential immunity. Now, on the flip side of that, do you think once they do that, people are going to be so mad because before I get to the flip side, because it's going to undo all this garbage that we've been watching happen in New York. It's going to undo all of this garbage that happened down in Georgia with Fonnie Willis and Letitia James, even higher up in New York. This is ridiculous. All of these things are going to be wiped away. But on the flip side, do you think that Biden's going to take that in? Now, his son is not a president, but do you think that Biden's going to use that presidential immunity and wipe away all of Hunter's crimes?
Yeah, I wanted to.
I am
I
I
love what
am
you
I
have to
am
say
willing
about
to bet that anything that he will pardon Hunter on anything, but it will be snuck in the dark when nobody is aware that it's been done, until the White House leaks it out that it's been done, or somebody finds out that it will be done. But the main reason that I think Joe is going to do it is because Joe faces a crap load, or a bull excrement load of litigation that is going to follow him, whether he returns to being a private citizen or he is reelected president. And Hunter is very seriously involved in it, and Joe doesn't need Hunter testifying to anybody that will see that Joe was involved in it, because they'll come after Joe. And also, the funny thing about it is, I think if Joe does pardon Hunter, I wouldn't be surprised if Hunter calls up everybody he knows in the GOP and says, "I'll testify against my dad."
No.
But that could just
Listen.
be me.
Listen, Linda. We playing with house money. You understand what I'm saying? We playing with house money. You know what it means to play with house money? You ain't got nothing to lose. The Democrats have exposed themselves to the extent to where the American people are hip to their game. So we just want them to continue. We just want to see more because, you just want to see how far they can go now.
Right.
You want to see how far. Please let them off because it's laughable now. Joe, please pardon him. We want to see this stuff happen because we know they're capable of it, but we just want to see it because we know they're capable of it. And when you know that they know we know, because they know we know. So they can just keep playing the game.
What's going on?
Just roll it. Just roll the dice.
Hang on.
Just roll the dice. Keep doing it. Pardon them. Do everything. Put them in jail. Do all that shit. You know why? And then I'm gonna let them go. You know why this has to happen? You know why Donald Trump had to be convicted? And I'm gonna talk about this tonight, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time in the Patriots Lab. Yep. He had to be convicted because, like we've been talking about a while ago, all of this does nothing but set precedents. Y'all have to remember that. A president has never been convicted until Trump. So now the precedent has been set. So when the judge says, well, Donald Trump's attorneys, can you go back and show us where this has been done before? Yes, I can, Your Honor. Precedents was set. Y'all watch enough Quincy Law and Order and shit precedent? I don't know how to spell it, but I know what it means. Yeah.
Hey, brother, let me tell you something.
Okay, all right. Okay.
They over here laughing at you.
Just a second.
Brother.
Hey, they can laugh. Oh, I love this. I got another brother on the airwaves. I can tell it in the lingo.
Okay, right. Hang on just a second. We have Groovy Jimmy 3X. Groovy Jimmy 3X. I don't know if he's hiding behind that name, if it's someone we all know.
Yeah, Dave, let him go.
Excuse me, old school. That's my name. How old are you, old motherfucker?
Who, me?
You old as a bitch. Yeah, you old as a motherfucker,
62.
man. You 52?
That's right.
You're 52.
Dave, don't go down the rabbit hole.
You look 52 going on.
Hey, bro, I ain't even gonna let you do that to my dude. I ain't even gonna let you do that. What bring you on the show?
You look 52, but you sound like you going on 102, motherfucker.
What bring you? Hey, Dave, let me handle this. What bring you on the show, bro?
Okay, but Jimmy, what brings you on? Okay, we like to have a lot of fun here, but the tongue's getting tight. What brought you to the broadcast? I want to hear what you have to say.
Hey, hold on, bro. Hey, make sure you come to my show at 9:00. The Patriots Lab Uncensored. The Patriots Lab Uncensored.
Hold on. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Patriot / with all due respect, your show can eat a dick. Don't nobody give a fuck about your show. You a peon. You a peon ass bitch on his YouTube.
Hey, you must be on YouTube. You must be on YouTube.
You a peon ass bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck about your show. Pussy ass nigga.
You need a hug, son.
Don't nobody give a fuck about your goddamn.
Hey, that's the type of person that didn't get no love when he was a child.
Fuck your show. How many people you got watching your show? At any time?
Jimmy, I'm not gonna argue with you about how many people you have watching or don't watching. I've done this for 5 years. I enjoy doing it. I've done 3-hour broadcasts where I was the only one.
Shut your 102-year-old ass up, motherfucker.
I don't.
Hold up.
Hey, Jimmy.
Shut your old ass up. Shut your old ass up, motherfucker.
Jimmy, thanks for coming on.
Shut your old ass up.
I didn't bring you on so that you could tear me apart. Okay, I brought you on because I thought you have something to say.
18 years old and
Dave,
shit.
click him off. Arguing with him. Click him off.
You got 18 more years before you die up on this shit. You about to die, old motherfucker in the blue shirt. You about to have a heart attack, old motherfucker.
Good night, bro. And that's why you don't put your link up on the screen.
Like I said, people, I don't care if you want to come on the broadcast and be a part of the conversation. If you want to come onto the broadcast and you want to tell me that I'm a peon and I only have 219 people watching, and in the course of the week we end up with 500 people watching, hey, it doesn't matter. I do this because I enjoy doing it.
Dave,
I like giving people an opportunity.
Dave, we got a show going on.
Go ahead, Ray.
Don't let him take your energy.
ahead,
take
Ray.
your StreamYard link down. That's why I say you just send them out. I told you before, don't keep it up there. Keep our names up there. If you want to send a link to somebody, send a link. You keep it out, any clown can come up on your screen. Now, me, I'm built for it. You not so built for people like that.
People understand. That's why I don't normally keep the link up, because most of the people that want to come on and get their Howard Stern type thing with me. I don't care if you don't
Dave,
like me as a person. I don't care if you think I'm 500 years old.
Dave, when you got a huge platform like Boogie with the Bull and you're all over the place, this is bound to happen every now and again.
I understand.
So
anybody, like I said, if you want to come on, you're more than welcome to come on. Let me know. I'll send you a link.
Hey, we got people watching on YouTube. You got the brothers watching you. Hey, you got the brothers watching you. You got the brothers watching you, bruh. Shout out.
YouTube watching, because the YouTube channel only has 20.
Oh my God.
I think the YouTube channel has 32 subscribers. So
they don't have to subscribe to watch.
No. I understand. We never got the YouTube channel to be able to be on YouTube. We got the YouTube channel because I wanted someplace I could share it from, that I didn't have to share it from Facebook. So anyway, let's have some fun.
But yeah,
Robin Brunson
that normally happens in the lab.
Glad you're watching, Robin.
Okay.
Glad you're watching. Melinda Brown, Fortney, my buddy, is watching. Apothecary J is watching on the YouTube channel. And William Grant always watching right now. William Grant and Danny Campbell are both watching, which means that Danny Campbell, and William Grant are both once again tied for having watched the most Boogie with the Bull broadcast in the 5-year history of Boogie with the Bull. Now, Jen, what do you got to say?
Okay, everybody, we can all participate. I'm kidding about this. I hope I'm not. This would be cool if you guys could, if anyone could. Everyone get your $2 bills out, because we're going to look at the back. Yeah. I don't have one anymore, but I do have a printout of the back of one. Can you guys see that? It's the only dollar bill. It's the only currency that has a picture of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Now, this picture, if you get it under a microscope, like you really get in there, I tried with the little magnifying glass. You can't, well, not on this copy, but they did on a real one, and it is coded. And so anyways, I saw this on a meme, and it says, okay, look at the back of this. Do you see the code? Look for it. And I'm waiting for like a jump scare or something really cool to happen. I'm like, this is like backward masking, but there's no sound. So I'm looking for hidden codes. And the closer they get, they all have spots on their face. And I'm like, they signed the Declaration of Independence and they all had measles? What the heck? Like, this is stupid. No, they were little lines and little dots. It was a code. And I'm like, what kind of code is that? Well, I cheated and found in the comments what it was about. It's Morse code. On the back of your $2 bill, if you have one still, you can look under a telescope. Is that what it is? Telescope? Yeah. And you can see the little dots. You can see the little lines. The only thing I know about Morse code is you can look it up online and get it for free. The whole alphabet and numbers. But I remember the dot line or dash and then dot is SOS, because I saw Space Camp in 1984, and when they were up in space, it was the only way they could communicate was the one girl was doing SOS when she was tapping it, and they finally saw something blinking, and they're like, oh, they're talking to us. And I'm like, wouldn't want to send them coordinates, wouldn't want to send them any valuable information besides the fact that you're in distress, but hey, they got the message. And so I thought it was kind of cool that this is like the universal language, goes all the way back to the 1700s, and who knows what other societies or civilizations use this. Well, obviously ours is letters in English, but I thought that was really cool. So on the back of every $2 bill is Morse code, and it says a lot. It doesn't say SOS. It says USA, and it has the date. It was actually done in August of It was like 1774. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me jump back. All right. We got Tim Thompson, and we have Books for Moses. I'm going to bring Tim on. If it gets crazy, I'm going to boot you. If you have some relevancy to the broadcast, you're more than welcome to come on. Tim, your mic is muted on your end, so you need to unmute your mic if you want to be heard. Well, he left. Okay. All right, folks. All right, let me do that. Hang on a minute. All right, let's get back to the fun of the broadcast. And we are a little peon as far as internet broadcasting goes. We only have 110 people watching right now, which I'm very happy with, because if you 110 people take time out of your day to come and be informed and entertained and whatever on a Boogie with the Bull broadcast, I'm glad that you do it. It means that you're not standing out in the street where you might get hit by a car or something else. Anyway, William, what do you have to say?
I don't know. I'm gonna start charging you for it.
We will start. You know what? That's a good idea. Maybe what I will do is I will ask.
I know how to charge. I know how to charge you. Every time I bring you some news, I want to plug my show. Y'all make sure y'all watch tonight, 9 o'clock.
You are more than make sure you. Like I said, people. 9 o'clock tonight. As soon as Boogie with the Bull is done at 8:30, do whatever you got to do. Sit back down in front of your device at 8:55 on the William Rayfield.
I hit you with another one. We knew it was a lie, but it's funny how things change when your ass don't want to go to jail. So come to find out, social distancing wasn't no scientific facts behind that shit. It was made up like we thought it was made up. Because I was always like, where the hell? How you know? How you know it's not 7 feet, 5 feet, 4 feet? You know why they came up with 6? Because they the damn devil. That's why they came up with 666, because they the devil. So that was the obvious number for them to pick. What else was a lie? The lab leak. Fauci had to say, oh no, it wasn't a conspiracy. You know how many people got shut down for talking about the shit coming out of the Wuhan lab? Now Fauci, no, it's not a conspiracy. There's nothing wrong with being able to say that. These people, Mayorkas and Fauci, these two evil surrogates for the Biden administration. One did the border shit, and the other one did the health shit. Yeah. These two individuals have single-handedly done more harm to this country in the past 3 years than anybody in their position put together. I'm talking about the border, whatever the title is, and whatever Fauci shit title is.
Mm-hmm. And then you got Anthony Blinken covering all their backs. What he's the Attorney General, Blinken. He's been in court lately too. He is a big. I won't even get into that. It's almost gossip. He's a bad guy. They're all bad.
And you know what's crazy? All the millions and millions of people that took that shit that it ain't even caught up with yet.
Man.
I got to drop a very special good evening. Good evening, Izzy Wilshire. It is my pleasure to have you watching Boogie with the Bull tonight. I hope you caught the fireworks a few minutes ago. I guess the YouTube channel, which has 32 subscribers, came together for about 2.5 minutes. Tim Thompson evidently came on he wanted to come on when you were talking about the $2 bills, because he has silver certificate $2 bills, and evidently
awesome.
What you were talking about is on the silver certificates, the original $2 bill back when they
The
first
signing of
started.
the declaration is on the back of the silver certificate. That's awesome. I love that. I don't know what the code is, but
I will take a look. Books for Moses came on. He wanted me to plug where we are. The Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. That's where we are on YouTube. You're more than welcome to watch there. And I got to flip back over to the comments so I can watch on the comments. But I did want to welcome Izzy Wilshire watching. Very happy that she's watching. Izzy's a great person. Good group. Chad, what is the name of Izzy's group?
a flight attendant lounge. Oh, you mean the Patriot one? I'm so bad. I was all over them. I love the memes she puts on there. It's fantastic. She used to do flight attendants. Okay, it was awesome, top of her career,
Right.
And then COVID hit, and that was bad. And then life hit. It was just miserable. And then we became best friends. And so I make these cups because my daughter is in a pilot cadet program.
American Patriot.
That's it, American Patriots. Thank you. So,
American Patriot. Awesome. I'm sorry, Izzy. I had a Joe Biden dementia moment there, and I couldn't remember the name.
No, not that bad. Don't poop your pants, or I'm out of here. No, I'm kidding.
No.
That guy, I'm telling you.
I'm only in the early stages. Joe, on the other hand, is in the final stages.
And they keep it a secret. We're not stupid. Do they think we can't see them? We see what's going on.
Here you go, Dave. I'm gonna throw you a bone.
Okay. Go ahead, Ray. Hey.
We were hoping it was great conversation.
There it is.
Is systemically racist. If you listen to our legislature, our laws are systemically racist. Our judicial system is systemically racist. All of these people that are being put in jail are because of law enforcement bias and DA bias and all of these things. And so they let them out. They give them food. They give them housing. They give them money. They give them drugs and alcohol now. And I got to be honest, I'm getting tired. And I'm wondering if I'm having a change of heart and deciding that, you know what, maybe I've been wrong. And I think I'm going to change teams. I know it's going to make some of you angry. I know that you're going to be mad at me, but I'm going to change teams. I think they're onto something, but I don't think they're doing enough. I think that we need to go big. You know me, go big or go home. You're the biggest, you do the best, you're the best at everything, and you might as well do something right if you're going to do it. And I'm all in. And I hope that you're all with me. I hope that you all have this change of heart. You all feel that this is definitely the right thing to do, and you come alongside me in this venture. And I think it's time that instead of letting them out of jail and giving them alcohol and drugs and everything else, I think it's time we put a felon in the White House. Trump 2024, baby. Let's save this country and make America great again.
You know, I gotta say, I agree with Sheriff Bianco there. It's definitely time we put a felon in the White House.
And he is a lifelong from a bloodline of Democrats in the state of California. So, y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time into the Patriots Lab.
9 o'clock tonight.
We're going to show Mr. Bianco again, but we're going to show a lot more red states.
At 8:30 tonight, at 8:30 tonight, make sure you go have a Joe Biden moment, and then when you're all cleaned up, set, ready to go, sit down at 8:55 on the William Rayfield page here on Facebook, and just wait for it and watch it, and you will learn a lot.
But I love seeing stuff like that. I love seeing stuff like that because here you go. Hey, and he had 4 stars up there. So
that means he's a senior sheriff.
Yeah, he wasn't no slouch, but like he said, you know, I think it's time I change teams. You know, if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it right, do it fair, and he can't walk around being a law enforcement officer representing an evil side of enforcement. He doesn't want to be seen that way. Big ups to him. Big ups to him.
Yep. Well, Ray, I hope you get him on your broadcast one day, because little peons like us, people like us who like me who go to bed before 9 o'clock at night will never get Sheriff Bianco on our broadcast. So I hope you get the sheriff on your broadcast. But anyway, as I started to say, Ray is everywhere on social media. So if you're not sure, ask him. He will tell you. I know he is on Twitch. He's on X. He's on YouTube. I think he's on more than one place on YouTube.
Facebook.
Instagram.
MeWe.
And Rumble. He is everywhere and everywhere you need to be. And
no, if that was the case, I'd be on the road right now.
Okay.
I'm what you call a laying up.
That's very true. I wonder how fast it will be now that Trump Media and Technology Group, the people that actually own Truth Social, Trump owns it, but that's his company. Supposedly they've been in talks with Rumble for a very long time on partnering with Rumble to be able to have live streaming available on Truth Social. And I would imagine that in light of the conviction and how exciting the campaign is going to get right now, you will see live streaming come to Truth Social very quickly. But anyway, we're here on Facebook. We're here on Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. And look, it does look like we did connect to Boogie at Boogie WT Bull, which is the Boogie with the Bull X account. We had a little bit of trouble with getting connected there, but we are there. So if you're on X, do me a favor, go over there, grab it, retweet it, send it all around. And I would by all means appreciate it. If you watch YouTube, go to the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, take it and share it everywhere you go. Anyway, and Izzy says, let me flash this one on the screen. Izzy says Ray is an awesome patriot. And that's very true.
Thank you.
Ray is a very awesome patriot. We are glad, we appreciate any time Ray is available to join us on a Boogie with the Bull, on the Boogie with the Bull broadcast. And Jen, the homeschooling mom Woodruff, has been with us close to 5 years at one time or another. So
wow.
I feel like we've always been here.
Yep.
Hi.
Yep. Jen was here when we first started. It was me, Michael Anthony, Randy Rhodes, and Michael Anthony,
That was awesome.
Jen, Randy Rhodes. That was the first team. And then Michael Anthony became famous and went off and did his own thing. And he's so busy that we can't get him on a Boogie with the Bull broadcast these days. And everybody, I'm trying to work it out with Randy Rhodes. I promise. I really am. I'm trying to work it out with Randy and get Randy back. But anybody who has watched Boogie with the Bull for the 5 years knows that Randy and I have a divorce all the time, and then we usually kiss and make up, or at least make up. And,
are we really talking about that on your show?
And I hope that we will have him back on the broadcast very quickly. Go ahead, Ray. What do you got to say this morning?
No, I was about to say, are we really talking about that?
Because he's supposed to be here, but the link.
I do only, and I always say it's something that I probably shouldn't, but I do because I want people to understand that my whole view of this whole thing is a little bit different. I want everybody to be on a Boogie with the Bull broadcast whenever they're available. I just want everybody to be on because it's a more well-rounded program.
Well, like I tell my wife, we don't put our arguments on social media, so you don't put your male spats on social media.
You know,
keep that in house.
Okay.
Your audience doesn't want to hear that. Well, they might. I don't.
Okay.
I think it's funny.
It's every 3 months.
Yeah,
I told Jen we need to have an intervention. Y'all need to
Yeah.
have an intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mainly, we did do something tonight that I haven't done before, which is just put the link up and let anybody come on.
He'll
and
never
say
do that
anything
again.
and say,
I was
no,
like, hold the
no, I'll do it. But what I learned is I'll do it, but I'm not going to argue with someone who wants to tell me that I look like I'm 427 years old. They're wrong. I look like I'm 922.
See, but you let that go on way too long. That was like
I did. I did.
4 minutes too long.
I did. And I
Anyhow, do
apologize.
you recall
I
the
apologize.
number? How much he didn't have to campaign. I loved it. The very thing that the Dems were trying to get Trump not to do, they actually did for him. They're like, he's not going to campaign. We're going to have him so tied up in litigation. We're going to charge him with all these things, and then he's going to be found guilty on all 36 counts. And so we're still waiting for the sentencing, but the very thing they were trying to keep him from doing, he would do anyways. He had a gag order, so he didn't say anything that he wasn't supposed to say. But what he did do is go to all the places where he didn't even have to campaign. What was the place called? The Bodego? He goes there and they're chanting, Trump, 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 USA. And then he goes to the Bronx. You know who did that last? Ronald Reagan. And it was huge. They love him. They love standing for what America stands for. And that's all he had to do. And what does Biden do? He was like 5 people, and they're like, just make it a wider screen of these people. It was so funny. But it's just, I love it when a plan blows up on the bad guy, and it's just beautiful. How many millions did he pull in?
Jen? You know what it is, Jen? I'll keep it. I'll take it from my people's standpoint. I think about it. When you know you've done nothing wrong, there's a saying: you can't play a player. Donald Trump is, and I'm not on his jock and all that shit. I'm just pointing out the actual and factual. Donald Trump is New York.
Yeah.
And when I say Donald Trump is New York, if you needed anybody that knows the ins and outs and how New York operates and how to operate within New York, you couldn't have picked the business. You couldn't have but you couldn't have picked a better person. Donald Trump is wicked. You know what Donald Trump is like that ace relief pitcher you see getting ready to come out the bullpen when it's the 9th inning and you're down by, a run or something. You got to close it, and Big John's coming out, and everybody in the stadium scared of Big. That's who Trump is. Trump is big. They poked the wrong bear.
They did.
We called him a 5D chess player for a reason. This is Trump's type of shit. This is his game. Do you know how many multi-million-dollar meetings this man had to navigate through and to negotiate and to manipulate to win for a little crumbly ass lie? Oh, this is a walk in the park for him.
He encourages him. Seriously, I said he eats the stuff in his back pocket
when he came in.
Right.
He said, I ain't do shit. Let me get to the Supreme Court. Come on, let's go. Let's play ball. Let's play.
Right.
We have to find out how much all that jargon costed. That was it a whole week of lying? It was so boring. Oh my God! And we knew it was wrong from the start. How much did it cost the New Yorkers? How much did it cost the New York people?
Yeah. $20 million.
Yeah.
For nothing. Yeah. He built the whole skyline. He is a New Yorker, like you said. He's a diehard New Yorker, and this costed. He loves New York. This costed his people that much money. They need to rise up and be like, "We're done. This guy's a jerk." The press. Oh, what was his name? Well, the judge, but the liar that we had to keep tolerating.
Juan Merchan.
Yeah, him
First, yeah,
and the
Just-
guy that.
Justice Juan Murchop,
Mhm. The whole
who was
thing, it
not
was
going to get
miserable.
who was going to get swift justice.
But you know what, Izzy, you right, and it's crazy. Now you got to think and go, Dave. You go back to when you was a kid. I'm sure there was somebody in your family when you was a kid that you can remember that told you, don't trust this fucking government. The government ain't no damn good. The government is crooks. The government is evil. The government is this and the government is that. And you're like, wait a minute. What are you talking about? And now that you're older and wiser, you get to see what they saw back then. It wasn't at this tyranny level, but there was still corrupt shit going on that they obviously was privy to that we didn't understand then. But damn, we really understand. We understand now.
My grandfather was a God-fearing, card-carrying Republican from the first day he could vote till when he passed away.
What Robin said, I'm making a movie. Robin, what do you mean? When is my next movie coming out?
It is time. Well, he equated you to Eddie Murphy earlier, way back in the comments. that we had Eddie Murphy on the broadcast tonight.
Oh, you did? Did I miss Eddie?
I guess so, because no, I think he was referring to you.
You're him. Sorry.
My next movie is tonight, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, tonight at 9 o'clock on the William Rayfield page here on Facebook and on X, on YouTube, on everywhere. You can see it.
Oh, guess what?
What?
We're gonna talk about this tonight too.
I'm
Biden
guessing.
all of a sudden
Okay.
found his executive order powers.
Oh,
Go figure that shit.
He learned how to. Only
No
3 years ago.
Wait,
he must have pooped it out his pants.
You mean he
pooped out?
You mean he found? You mean he found?
He doesn't have to go to Congress. No, dear God, no. He doesn't have to go to Congress. That's his thing. He has to go to Congress. Now he's like, oh, I can make these migrants or immigrants go to checkpoints like they were supposed to.
I'm convinced beyond the shadow of a doubt. They sat Joe Biden down on his first day in the White House, and they probably handed him 250,000 pads of executive orders and said, "Just sign these."
It's crazy. We have lived in a world of lies for the past forever. But really, we have really literally lived in they've lied to us every step of the way. We'll be talking about it. I told you the gloves are coming off.
Yep.
You know what happens when the gloves comes off?
Hey, Ray, one more time. I don't think everybody's heard.
9 o'clock?
What are you doing tonight?
9 o'clock Eastern Standard. Patriots Lab Uncensored. The gloves are coming off. Awesome. This is. I won't risk the chance of getting Dave shut down. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, and we'll do it.
You can get me shut down. You can get me shut down. Get me shut down on Facebook. There's always someplace else to go.
I'm done dealing with the people that are out here cheering for this shit. Oh yeah, y'all keep laughing. Y'all keep that same damn energy. Y'all keep when the fat man sing, y'all keep that same energy. He who laughs last laughs the best, and we're gonna be some laughing people. Y'all keep that same energy on some unlawful, unconstitutional shit. Y'all evil dwellers. I'm sorry. Whew.
The gloves are coming off tonight. Right. The gloves are coming off tonight. The Patriots Lab Uncensored, 9 o'clock on the William Rayfield page here on Facebook and a lot of other places. But right now, since we're on Facebook, we'll tell you to watch it on Facebook, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. I want to scroll back and read a comment if I can find it. I had it, and then I jumped. There it is. Jen Woodruff, the executive producer of all things Boogie with the Bull. the 3 10 a.m.s and the 2 7 p.m. Read this or listen to this. I can't. There it is. One of these days, Dave, I will visit your show next to Jen when I visit Idaho.
That's awesome.
Okay. So you book that. You let me know, and I'll sit back. I probably won't even turn my mic on. It's the two of you.
That'll be fun.
But we look forward
That's
to it, Izzy. We definitely look forward
super.
to it. It'll be a lot. It'll be a lot of fun, and we must be doing something right because now 156 people are watching us right now. So I hope everybody's having a good time. We are on Monday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. open discussion. On Fridays, it's Red Friday Morning Caffeine with Jen Woodruff, myself, and Bill Muckler, who we do our weekly salute to Red Friday. Remember, everyone deployed. And we get Bill's commentary because he is a smart guy. And people like hearing what he has to say. So that's on Friday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, it's usually open discussions like it is tonight, unless I find an interview that Jen is willing to do. Robert Angel Little is in. We're going through his book every 2 weeks. We bring him back. We've had Susanna Accardo to talk about adult trafficking, human trafficking. We've had Ronnie Johnson on to talk about trafficking. Anyone else that wants to come on, we'll put another human trafficking broadcast together and go from there. All you gotta do is let me know or let Jen know. Let Jen know, and we'll plan it for Tuesday or Thursday, whatever's good for Jen that week when she wants to do it. But anyway, we just like to have fun, drink coffee, and Jen Woodruff said that to me in a message the other day. People just want they want to see your smiling face, drinking coffee, and having a good time.
Yes.
I got another bone for you, Dave.
Uh-oh, what did I do?
Nothing. This is a funny one. This is a funny one.
Okay.
Oh, I hope it's media. This is awesome.
Bring a little laughter to your show. Just a little bit.
Okay. Wait a minute. There it is. Whoopi Goldturd.
And our last election. As someone who will not accept the validity of an election is someone who doesn't believe in elections. He believes in his own power, his own right to power, and his demand that he be installed regardless of whether he gets the votes or not.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry, Joe. I find the lack of self-awareness here astonishing. I mean, talking about not believing in elections and one's own right to power, Hillary, you founded the fake Steele dossier and the Russia collusion hoax to remove Trump from office when he lost the election. Unlike your assumptions and mind readings of Trump, that actually happened. You did that. So don't talk to me about democracy, and respectfully, go fuck yourself and Jeffrey Epstein's best friend.
Bear with me.
And we apologize because our bad boy there did drop an F-bomb.
I want to just point out something about RFK Jr., if I may, because what you have are these enablers, and he's very dangerous. He was on Erin Burnett the other night. Watch this tape.
President Biden is a much worse threat to democracy. And the reason for that is President Biden is the first candidate in history, the first president in history that has used the federal agencies to censor political speech, so to censor his opponent.
And this type of dangerous rhetoric that Biden is a bigger threat to democracy than the man who wanted to throw over the government.
Wait a minute, Joy. What he said is literally public information. Because after the release of Twitter files, we now know that Joe Biden's team pushed Twitter and other social media platforms like Facebook to censor posts and users based on their stand on the COVID jab and in some instances, the 2020 election. That's what we know. Now, can you tell me what exactly is dangerous about saying that?
Right.
Crickets.
This is a man, who said, I'm going to perpetrate a coup, on the country. Now, we talk about this like it's normal now.
Excuse me, Whoopi, I got it. You just said this is a man who said, I'm going to perpetrate a coup on the country. That is a very bold statement. Do you have a screenshot or a video of Trump saying that?
It's a lie. I'm not lie. I'm not on that broadcast, but
how about your producer? Do you have a video or a quote? Just a quote so we can show it to the audience.
You know,
it is.
Let this play out. Okay? It's an out and out lie. If you watch Donald Trump that day, he had a rally.
You're asking journalists who sat side by side fighting this conversation. It's
all right, Dave. Go ahead.
If you watched the rally, as I did, and we actually even broadcast some of it because a friend of mine was there. She aimed her cell phone camera at it. He said, march to the Capitol, go inside and talk to your legislators peacefully. He didn't say anything about going down there and launch a coup. He didn't say, I'm going to have a coup. He didn't imply he wanted a coup. He said
we know that, Dave. We talking old news, Dave. That's last year news. We know he said march down there peacefully and patriotically. We ain't got to rehash it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you a flashback, bro. I didn't mean to. I set off a tree.
No, it's okay.
They went back to 2023 on me for a minute. They was like, what?
The flashback when it comes to Whoopi Goldberg is that Whoopi said if Trump won in 2016, she was going to leave.
They all say that.
She's still here. She's still here. And long after Trump is reelected, Whoopi will still be here. Why? Because there's no place she can go that she'll get the respect and enjoy the lifestyle that she can afford to have.
Bro, when they come out and they say they leaving, you know what you're supposed to say? Good riddance.
Yeah.
You either say good. What you don't do is take that shit literally. And
no. I know. It's just fun to go after all these people that have said, you know,
they so stupid. They're really stupid. You know, I don't like saying that word. You know, like we're not supposed to use the R word no more. But they some R people.
The stupidest one of them is
they are retarded.
The stupidest one of them is Rob Reiner, who has been posting on X again that he will light himself on fire if Donald Trump is reelected. And I don't understand why.
Well, please do, Mr. Reiner. It might be an improvement from what you look like, because you look like a scientist.
It isn't so much that, you know, I disagree that he has a right to do it, but you gotta think when you're a voice of some group of people, or you're a voice that people listen to, and they do what you tell them to do, and they want to be like you politically and mentally. And if you tell someone, I'm going to pour gas on myself and light myself on fire if Trump is reelected, there's going to be all these copycats that are going to do it the same day. And I personally just think that's something that should have been.
You remember? You remember the old saying, "Stupid is and stupid does." Do it. You want to go like yourself. You know, that's like I used to get in trouble. You tell your mama, I'm gonna go ride my bike into the street and get hit by a car. Go ahead, boy, go do it. If you're crazy enough and stupid enough to go do it, do it.
I know.
And then when you get up, I'm gonna whoop your tail.
We do need Archie Bunker back, and a lot of people are showing. It's all over YouTube. There are videos that I guess after All in the Family started, they're stopped. I mean, after All in the Family stopped, there are plenty of talk shows where Carol O'Connor was scheduled to be a guest, and Gene Stapleton would show up, where Gene Stapleton was scheduled to be a guest, and all of a sudden Carol O'Connor would come walking out. I guess the two were actually very close during the time of All in the Family. But, we do need
you know why he was able to get away with using the not the words, but the type of attitude he had because of Sherman Hemsley. Sherman Hemsley was like, "This is my guy."
But also Norman Lear, whose show it was known for speaking what.
But are you listening to me? If George did not want to be part of that show wouldn't have had them in there. So I don't know how that would have went. Because if you watched it in the beginning, see, a lot of people pick up in it during the end, but in the beginning, that's when they knew them. In the early days of All in the Family, that's when Louise and old girl were buddy. when they moved into the neighborhood and his cleaners was still uptown and shit like that.
Right.
But yeah, Sherman Hemsley didn't allow him to be that. I don't want to call it racist, but you know, he had that way about him. And Sherman stated in the interview he in that way. Maybe they would have found somebody else, like you said, if the producer wanted a show to be that way.
Norman Lear was well known for all of those shows that brought to, for lack of putting it any better, the way it was, he wanted to bring to white America what was going on. You know, that a guy started a black male started a successful dry cleaning business and became a very wealthy guy. And, you know, his neighbor was unfortunately a racist pig. And, you know, but I think what I don't think they ever really showed, or I might have missed any episodes that there were, but was there ever any episode where the two of them actually showed friendship? I mean, neighbors, true friendship? Or was it? Go ahead.
And what you got to pick up on, it wasn't about friendship. It was about mutual respect.
Okay. Yeah.
George, as a black businessman,
right,
demanded respect from somebody who normally wouldn't give a black person that type of respect. So it wasn't, I got to be your buddy. The wives can be all, oh, Louise, y'all can be all buddy all you want to. Me and George will keep it cordial. You know, now he was more partial to Lionel because, like, you know, even go back in the day, you know, the white person, they might hate the slaves and all that shit, but they love the little black kids. You want some candy? You want to come inside and get some cookies? You know, they treat the baby, you know. So Lionel, being of the younger generation, I think, you know, he was a little more lenient because, especially him having kids and stuff, and especially being how his daughter was and his son, you know, they was pro-black and all, you know, for the cause and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I follow All in the Family. People don't understand. I grew up in a household. That's all we did. Sit around and watch TV like that. I watched the old shows. Little House on the Prairie, Beretta, Einstein.
Beretta was good. Don't do the crime. Yeah.
See, I'm an old soul. I remember all of them.
Beretta was a good show. Although he ended his career on bad.
But we're in a really crazy place because we're in a situation where probably more than half the country now understands and realizes. But when you still have a major portion of society that has that stinking thinking, you know, you just don't want to cast them away. I mean, it's easy to do, but difficult to maintain a society. So, you know, hope and pray one day that they just wake up and say, you know, me just can't live the lie, because God forbid they know it's not the truth.
Yep.
All the people out there cheering for the conviction, they know it's not the truth. People out there don't even know what the man was convicted of. See, that tells you, that goes to the heart of it all. When you ask him, "Are you glad he's convicted?" Yeah, I'm glad he's convicted. What was he convicted of? What they said he did.
What they said. That's
Yeah,
funny. But
and they don't even know. They don't know what he did.
No,
what
because he
was
didn't do nothing. He didn't.
what was your take on Robert De Niro? He's not a voice of the younger generation. He's not even a voice of the older generation. Yeah, but it's trying to be a voice of New York.
Robert hasn't made no movies in a while, so
And he's not going to.
I'm thinking he probably had 1.5, 1.6 million put in his account after he made that speech. Because the well is running dry. He got that pretty little thing. He just had a baby and everything. So he got to keep that funky. And the bank account was running dry. So he like, yo, Joe, what I got to do? I just need about 1.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really need to go out and say this outlandish shit. No problem. No problem.
The best piece of artwork I saw.
I'm an agent. Book it. I'll go out and get the best performance ever.
Scott Labredo, who does
this is my imitation
of
De Niro.
videos.
Can I do my imitation of Robert De Niro?
Yep.
Yes, please.
Trump is evil. Trump is the bottom of the earth. Joe Biden is God. Trump is evil. Joe Biden is God. Trump is, did I say that? Trump is evil.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
not your impression of the speech.
You will never see freedom again if you let Trump never leave, because he will stay forever.
Yep.
Am I scaring you? I hope so, because that's what the hell they paid me to come out here and do. He literally said that shit. Am I scaring you? See, old people, they lose that shit after a while. The truth slips out every now and then. Like he's really making a movie and shit. A horror movie. The Return of Trump. This is what's gonna happen, motherfuckers, if y'all elect Trump.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Scott Labredo, who does a lot of videos on X every day, I guess is an artist, and he unveiled in New York at the courthouse a couple of days before the verdict came out, a new piece of art, and it's Trump and De Niro in a wrestling ring, and Trump
has his foot on De
standing
Niro's
with his
neck.
foot through his. It's fitting, but and it's funny because it's like we discussed earlier in the broadcast. If Trump and Biden have a debate, Trump doesn't have to really say anything because Biden's going to prove in the course of that debate, every time he opens his mouth, why he shouldn't be president.
Articulate, let him talk, let him ramble.
Trump can and Trump is a very intelligent man. He'll word his responses back to President Biden in a way that are going to make Biden explode and show the idiot that he really is.
How much you want to bet that he don't debate him? He will not. Ooh. He will not dignify. He will not dignify the office of the presidency, debating a convicted felon.
But
don't y'all see what this is all about? Not the convicted felon.
Is this the first time in our 200 almost 300-year history of having presidents? Is this the first time that the two big parties, the Republicans and the Democrats, will not have a presidential debate?
Not if he's a convicted felon. It is below the dignity of the presidency, and I'm Joe Biden, and I didn't do anything wrong. I love my son. He's innocent, and I have nothing to do with what's going on in the court right now with Donald Trump.
It's too bad that the Republican majority House, just for the hell of it, didn't find time to impeach Biden twice. That way they could both go in and argue
Biden.
about what they got impeached for. Biden should have been impeached twice because the Democrat Senate was not going to take it up.
What we have to do, we cannot equate Donald Trump with the Republican Party. The Republican Party has no backbone. The Republican Party has no will. The Republican Party, they just lost.
Right, but that wasn't my question. My question was, will this be the first presidential election if Biden and Trump don't have a debate? Will this be the first Democrat-Republican presidential campaign in our history?
Last year was the first time a president got elected without campaigning. Last year was the first time a president got elected without campaigning.
Right, I understand.
So, hey, it's like that. When anything's possible. You in Disneyland, man. Anything is possible. Anything.
I don't know. It's just crazy.
That's the thrill, but at the same time, the agony and the stress of being in no man's land. Like somewhere you've never been before, because you can only guess and pray. That's all you can do. Prepare for the worst, pray for the best.
Hope for the best, right? That's good.
Melinda Brown Fortney is right that Elon Musk is going to have Donald Trump on the X town hall. Evidently, they're close friends. So,
buddy.
Yeah.
Bongino
had Donald Trump on the other night.
What do you think about Trump being on TikTok?
Awesome. I love when he does things that younger. I love when he goes
3.7 million. Joe Biden only got 341,000.
I believe that.
3.7 million followers.
I believe that if you own your own social media network, you should be a member of all the other social media networks, just so that you can represent you and your network on that social media network. That's to me, it's like if I owned Facebook, I'd want to be on X. I'd want to be on True Social. I'd want to be on all the others. I just think that is a given. Mark Zuckerberg kicking a president of the United States off of Facebook because he didn't like what the president was saying, that's going to go down in history. And I don't know if it will ever happen again.
No, I love when Trump does these young things. I love when he first went to, that was televised, when he went to Madison Square Garden, the arena, to see the UFC fights. And then right after, he's not campaigning, he's under the gag order. What does he do? He drives an hour out of the way. What was it, 1 hour or two to get to Jersey to go to the UFC fight? And Kevin, what's his name, jumps over the rope after he wins the fight to say, "It's my favorite president." Oh, it was just amazing. I loved it. That's how you talk to the people. You don't do this stuffy, crusty old stuff that Biden does. No one understands them anyways. It's like, we're so done. I'm serious. Not even the young people, the old people can't even understand them.
And if you see a Biden campaign stop, it's still like it was under COVID. The only difference now is under COVID, there were circles 6 feet apart from each other. And if you were lucky, there were 6 people, one in each circle apart. And we say this every time, right? Donald Trump goes to a stadium that seats 60,000 people, and they're there and they're in, and there's 120,000 people outside hoping they get a chance to go in and see part of it live. It's just, I mean, it's just, I'm taking the man at his word. He said, I'm going through this because I want you to understand that if our government came after you for what they came after me for, and we can play this forever because I've got the money, I don't want to spend it, but I got the money to do it. You don't. You could very well end up sitting in jail like the January Sixers are that haven't even had their first date in court.
That's unreal. They're not even there with bail. No bail.
I hope that is one of the first things, meaning forget about all the other first things he's got to do. I hope that's the first thing, is that he and his attorney general sit down on day one and either write pardons or get people. Yeah, just write pardons.
His wrist gonna be so tired. His wrist gonna be so tired. Everything is. See, this is the thing. This is the key. People now realize you just don't vote for the president. You vote down ticket. See, it might take a little bit. See, I'll go back to what I said in the beginning. We are winning.
Awesome.
We have identified the virus, and we just trying to figure out how to navigate and cure the illness that it has inflicted on this country. But we ain't gonna let it kill us. No, we ain't gonna let it kill us, because like Jen said earlier, that word freedom, it's something about that word freedom that Americans just seem to cling to, along with their guns and shit. Leave it to Obama. But I'm just glad that I'm just glad, and I'm sure I'm going to get recognized by him one day. But I'm just glad I've just been one of the day ones through the thick and the thins, because people have to understand. In the end, God wins. He said we're going to go through some trials and tribulations. He didn't descriptively say it was going to be crazy shit like this. But this too shall pass. This really, Trump was built for a time just as this. And see, the whole point, in order to not let it confuse you or anything, is just basically accept it and understand it for what it is. We are in a situation that has been accumulating for the past 72 years.
Wow.
But they have picked the wrong time. And Trump had a lot to do with that shit. See, people have to always go back and understand. Trump was a lifelong Democrat. Trump knew everything. Like I said earlier about knowing the ins and outs about New York, he knew everything there was to know about every single high-profile Democratic politician that there was to know. And he knew if they were allowed to continue, because you better believe your bottom dollar, there was conversations around the damn bars years past that they was doing this shit when they thought he was one of the aces and shit. So he knew. You know how I knew he knew? Because he knew what to expose. He said, no. I thought y'all was bullshit. And you know what Hillary Clinton looked at? Hillary Clinton said, bullshit. He said, y'all really gonna do this shit? Hillary said, yeah, we really doing it. And he was
Bring
like,
it.
yo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I can't let y'all do this shit. I got to at least ring the bell, ring the siren. I got to at least let my people know.
Right.
But why do your people perish? For the
Lack of knowledge.
And you got so many out there that are unwilling to retain the knowledge of what's going on. They rather live on an actual and factual lie than put in the work.
Yep.
So just put in the work, man. Y'all find out.
You don't have to lie. The truth is out there.
This is the biggest game played in America.
The truth is out there, and I think the biggest problem is that most people are just blind, and I only say blind in the sense of The average American just gets up every morning, has breakfast with his kids and his wife, goes to work, and doesn't really think much about what's going on in Washington D.C. in the course of their day. And now, unfortunately, this is a time when you have to. But hey, Ray, it's been about 7.5 seconds since the last time you said what's happening at 9 o'clock tonight.
Tune in to find out.
Patriot Lab.
Patriots Lab Uncensored tonight at 9 o'clock. Go to William Rayfield's Facebook page. Go to 1 million groups that Boogie with the Bull is live in, and you'll be able to watch it there as well. Anything else you want to say, Ray?
This isn't about Trump, America. Although it includes Trump, it isn't about Trump. This is about every single last American that believes they're an American. Your freedoms, your liberties, your pursuit of happiness, and all that shit, it's on the line. Everybody always looks for an opportunity to be heard. People always say, don't nobody care about my voice and my voice. Well, guess what, America? Now's your opportunity. Here's your opportunity to be heard.
Yep.
Here's your opportunity to make a difference. Because, see, at the end of the day, it's not just your voice. It's everybody's voice collectively coming together as one.
That's right.
E plural unum. One.
Awesome.
Yep. All right, Mr. Ray, we're going to go get ready for 9 o'clock. Again, the William Rayfield Facebook page, because we're on Facebook, so we want to plug it.
Mama D!
On Facebook. Mama D is in the house. Always a pleasure when Mama comes on and watches. And when the winds are blowing the right direction and we can get a clean signal from Mama, we'll have Mama on anytime she wants to come on. All right, Ray, it's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, as always.
And let's see, the next one is tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And you are not backup to anybody. You're on that broadcast because I want you on that broadcast. So tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., bring a cup of coffee and we'll do the fat again with America.
I gotta get some creamer. Thanks for reminding me. I gotta go
get some creamer. Get some creamer. We bought it the other day.
Good night, Jen.
Good night. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Good night, everybody.
Is it frozen?
Okay, I'm sorry. What I think happened is we lost our internet here at the house for a moment, and we were unable to close out the broadcast. We kind of froze. So I apologize for that. And we will end the broadcast right now, and the podcast will be up very quickly. So I apologize for that. Jen Woodruff, it was a pleasure having you on. William Rayfield, always a pleasure having you on. Izzy Wilshire, I'm glad that you watched, and hopefully we'll get you on one day. And Mama D, a pleasure to see you. Melinda Brown 40, always a pleasure when you're watching, as well as everybody else. So I apologize if we left everybody hanging when the internet went down. It looks like the internet is back up, but it will be a moment before we can get the Chromebook back up and running. So anyway, we're going to end the broadcast now. I thank everybody for watching, and it did have a little bit of a rough end. Thank you.